Daddy's in the building. Hello, hello, and welcome to a Thursday edition of Call of Daddy 2, a Freedom Edition. With me, as always, on the sticks, he is that bad data cod. He is sometimes called Muscle V, but we know him as Dixie.
What up?
And joining us as well, our producer and head of sales, the scariest Jew in Jewville. He is Boo Radley. Didn't hear that at all.
Still
Our
didn't hear
producer
that.
of the year.
Technical difficulty.
You work on your mic. We're going to keep rolling. And joining us as well, our executive producer, the man that the shirts have forgotten. He is the Pants Man. And you can feel free to ask me anything, for I am Jeeves. And we are here to present, like I said, our Freedom Show today. As you guys are probably aware, Russia's trying to start World War III, so we're trying to keep it World War free up in here. Huh?
I like what you did there.
Thank you. All right. Muscle, why don't you remind us what happened?
Last time on COD Daddies. With an overwhelming response to the open intern position, our heroes decided on a survivor competition coming to a city near you. The chat was blowing up as always with our first live comments. The favorite hump section turned esoteric as our heroes lost their minds. The heroes encountered their evil nemesis Shiny Shorts, who attempted to derail the show. With a quick mind and fast fingers, Muscle V saved the day by blocking the evil hacker. With the heroes back online, Jeeves was peeved and heroes discovered a pet rock with eyes had no name. With Kill Battle 6 potentially coming to a close today, the score stand as follows. Jeeves has 43 and Muscle V has 41, and as always, Switchback, big fat 0.
So bad.
It's very bad. Snipers have not changed. It is still Jeeves 25 and Muscle V 22 with Switchback at 1. Will we see another appearance by our heroes nemesis Shiny Shorts? Will Boo Radley make it all the way to the end of the show? Can our heroes continue to produce good content? Stay tuned to find out.
Brilliant. Excellent Dragon Ball V recap as always. I believe we also had a poll. Do you have the poll results for us?
We do have a poll. We do have the poll results. It's pretty ugly.
Okay.
The poll was, should we prepare for the show? And the only two answers were yes and no. And I think our fans boycotted because they didn't have that other option to fill in the blank.
Oh, they're pissed? They're peeved?
Very peeved, very. We had one response that said yes.
They love freedom.
And that was it.
Was that you?
It was not me. It was one of our loyal fans since day one.
One single vote for yeah. We should prepare, though. All right. I mean, results are results, right?
Yeah.
Hard to argue with one whole vote. All right, great. So it looks like you have to prepare, guys. Sorry. No boon on your day.
The fans have spoken.
The fans have spoken. The fan has spoken. Beautiful. All right. We're going to change up our rating section today. Producers, all you have to do is give out an award. I changed it to get rid of the ratings because you guys always forgot that there was an award, even though it's like most of the segment. All right, so we go to you, Boo, first.
Okay, the D'Angelo Vickers Award, which is Will Ferrell's character from The Office.
Oh my God, did you prepare? Did you actually prepare? Look at you.
Yeah, goes to Vitaly. Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Goes to Muscle V. And the Dog Award, which is Channing Tatum's new movie, goes to me because I always win.
What? What? Why is the dog award for someone who always wins?
Because I'm a dog, G.
I don't. Do you understand what you're saying?
Yeah, you walked right into that joke.
Did I?
Yeah.
Was it a joke? Did you say a string of words together?
Nah, I'm a dog, G.
Okay. Try not to drink too much before the show. We encourage being like tipsy, but I don't think you can be this drunk.
I don't think I couldn't even tell you last time I drank. In all seriousness, could not even tell you.
Okay, maybe the opposite then. Maybe get hammered. Maybe that'll help.
I
All
don't
right.
know. This is a great question. I think last time I drank, oh my goodness, Obama was still president. Obama was definitely still president.
Right. Pants Man, we go to you.
Oh, you won't get the pants, man.
Oh no.
You'll get shiny short.
Ooh.
And
Oh.
I've got some awful ratings for you, or awards.
Oh, like, yes, just
Oh,
awards.
gee. I claim the Eggshell Award.
That is one of the worst awards ever.
Well, what,
Oh, yeah,
what is?
Muscle V?
Wait, what
if
does
I
it
told
mean?
you you're the Cream Award?
Oh my god.
Dude, you might be crossing a couple lines here.
Oh, yeah? Well, who gets the Taupe Award?
Say the soap award?
Oh,
Oh my god. Not pulling any punches today.
and that
Shiny shorts.
little frilly pants man, he gets nothing more than ivory. But me, Shiny Short, I get the award. Periwinkle.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What, you got the Periwinkle award?
That's right, dummy. Ooh. Hey, guys, what I missed?
How many Chinese shorts a leprechaun?
Yeah, he wounded us.
He wounded you?
He wounded us. I mean, like, emotionally. Obviously, not
That's
physically.
surprising, because whenever he's in my head, he's very sweet. He's always encouraging me to let him out.
Oh. Well, maybe keep him in. He's, Ugh.
All right.
Ugh. All right, anyway, thanks, guys, I guess. Not really you, Pants Man.
Do we want to do an ad spot here? Or do we want to do that next time around?
You know what? Let's do the ad spot now. We only have 2 ad spots tonight, so Muscle be taken away.
All right. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, damn, I would look so dope in a muscle shirt? Do you want your chest hair to shine in the bright lights? Look no further. We have the perfect product for you, the Muscle V. The Muscle V comes in all shapes and sizes with a trademark signature muscle showing V-neck look. Buy yours today at www.musclev.com. Use promo code DADDIES for a chance to get up to $5 off your next purchase.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you. Thank you, and muscle on.
I gotta tell you, they gotta be blowing up in this. MuscleV.com must be off the hook with traffic.
Insane traffic.
How do the servers even keep up with it? Do we have multiple servers now?
There's servers in all over the world in 13 different countries.
What's weird, I just went to the website and I don't see any inventory. I don't see any cart or anywhere to like add merchandise. I just see the whole website's just one big donate button.
Oh. Either way.
We are still in the early phase, but
Good
please
profit, baby.
please donate.
Absolutely. Please donate to MuscleV.com and to the show if there's any way to do that. I have no idea, but I hope so.
You click on the button that says donate on the website, I imagine.
Made it nice and simple.
I'd like people to donate to our show as well, not just MuscleV.com.
I don't think
Although
we have a donate button.
I'm sure there's probably a way to do that. I think.
I think there's still 2 weeks. There's still 2 weeks left in the deal that Muscle V made with the Cod Daddy show.
You know, we're still getting the 1% off of you for sure, but then we should have our own donatability, I think.
Yeah,
probably. Boo, why don't you look
sense.
into that? Pantsman, why don't you jump into listener mail for us?
Okay, sure.
What is that, boys? Is Shiny Shorts back?
No.
Oh,
That
okay.
was more friendly Southerner.
Oh.
Okay, so as you know, our listeners are very enthusiastic, and they send us lots of typical mail because we use a PO box as opposed to any other form of communication. So if you don't want to reach us, just send things to the PO box. And it was actually a little light today. We didn't have a ton of responses, but I did find one that looks very thick, very thick. Nice cardstock.
2C's thick, or is that what we're talking about?
Huh?
2C's thick?
I don't know what that means, but yeah, that is what I meant.
That's what the kids say.
Okay.
I'm sorry, before you read this, are we headed towards a moving car? Why are we doing that?
It's an armored convoy. I don't know what it is, but I want to check it out.
Hey, okay. All right, sorry, Pantsman, continue.
Help. I'm trapped in a parallel universe. My life force has been converted into ink, and I've splayed myself onto the letter to reach you. I desperately need assistance to return me to my corporeal form. To do so, please set this letter aflame while chanting the incantation Ooh-Ra, V-Ra, G-Ra, Pant-Wraith Duel. From there, I will be released from the spirit world back into my body of a butterfly. Thank you in advance for your help. Also, love the show. It is just one person doing all the voices, or are you all distinct life forces? Hugs and kisses. Mach Ta Kohan.
Hey, before we get into the response, wait, slow down. Before we get into the response, Muscle V, I did get a -1 for flying into that armored vehicle. That instantly killed me.
Okay.
So that's good to know. Okay, so what was that? Arath Hurrah or whatever?
The name on this one is Mach Ta Kohan.
Okay, yeah, Mach Ta Kohan. We will obviously not be doing the lighting thing because, as always, you have to send in questions, which you did, but you didn't ask us if we could do that. You told us to, and we don't respond to demands. So suck it. You're not going to be a butterfly anytime soon. However, you did ask us one question. You said, are we one voice, or are we one people with many voices, or many people with one voice? I think we can all agree we're multiple people. Is that right?
What if I don't agree? What if I think I'm doing all of these?
That's interesting. I mean, it's something we should definitely explore.
Multiple personality disorder.
We can test it pretty easily if we're talking at the same time. That kind of proves it.
Okay, everyone talk now.
Hello.
Oh.
Uh-oh. This could be bad. This might be really bad. Maybe we are one person. I mean, okay, wait. We have multiple... Is there any way for the viewer to verify we have multiple people attached to Discord? Probably not.
They don't see Discord. They only see the stream.
Correct.
Twitch doesn't tell you who it's detected speaking, because that would be crazy.
It just got one. Just one.
Shit. Maybe we're one person. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I know that we're multiple people, but maybe I'm crazy as fuck, and we're all just the same guy.
Now, there's no way for the viewers to have seen this or to have verified it, but I just want to say, while you were talking, Jeeves, I was drinking a glass of water, which is a pretty cool trick.
Oh, no, I was too. Shit.
Wait, I was also drinking water.
Yeah, there you go.
Were you drinking water? You don't even drink water, right? You're scared of it or something.
Time's running out. Move to the top.
Who are you referring to?
I said boo.
Yeah, I think we lost
Oh,
Boo.
boo.
Yeah, I think he's asleep.
No, I'm right here. You say boo.
You sound 1,000 miles away.
Okay, we couldn't fake microphone problems. We must be multiple people.
Wait. So what was the question? I didn't hear what the question was.
Why? Can you tell me why you didn't hear the question for the show you're a part of?
Because I'm having sound issues. You already stated that.
But you can't hear and you can't talk?
Yeah, my Discord. I got out for a second and got back in because my Discord wasn't working. Now I think it's better.
Why is it better? What did you do differently? Did you plug it in again?
No, I just turned it out and turned it back on. So wait, what was the question? What was the question?
Are we multiple people, or are we one person doing multiple voices?
Oh, we're 1,000% one person. What are you talking about? We're all
Oh, Jesus.
we all got created by LL Cool J. She's our master.
No. Oh my God, that would be my nightmare.
I thought
I just don't think that I would ever make up a character that would be that bad at technology as you are.
What do you? No, what do you didn't make? I don't understand. I really don't understand. You didn't make us up. LL Cool J made us up.
She might. Shit.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with you.
You think she's just staring at a snow globe right now?
Yeah, this is St. Elmo's Fire, or St. Elsewhere, or whatever it is, St. Elsewhere.
It's not the plot of St. Elmo's Fire.
Elmo's Fire.
Contract is settled. Good work out there.
I don't know what St. Elsewhere is, but that's definitely not the plot of St. Elmo's Fire.
St. Elsewhere. Thank you.
I knew that we would be the only one to get that reference. Anyway, I just want to say, you're right. We're not going to do the burning of the letter. We're not going to release
You
your
gotta
spirit
ask.
back into the world. But here's
not
the
a
thing
hard
that's kind of tragic. That is the exact chant, because as we've established, all the mail that I don't read, because we get too much typically, all the mail that's either I don't read or I don't read on the air anyway, I burn that just right in a fire. And I usually do chant that exact incantation. But this one's not going to the burn pile. It's going right into the archives. So, sorry, we read it on air.
That's too bad.
Yep, they're just trapped there for eternity.
Yeah, don't be an idiot next time. Ask the question. Don't state something. We don't do well with stating things. All right. Anyway, you got any other questions for us? Any other letters for us today?
I just said that if I don't read them, they're all burnt. They're all in the fire right now.
Oh, you pre-burnt them. Oh, I assumed you did the incantation
I didn't
thing
pre-burn them. I
later.
picked one and then I burnt the rest.
I figured you'd do that after the show.
No, it is, and I don't have great ventilation in here, so it is getting real smoky.
That actually explains some of your later segment comments. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this place by the end of the show is mostly carbon monoxide.
Yeah, you basically do the unfun version of smoking yourself out.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
nothing good in that. Unless anthrax gets you high when you burn it.
Probably. You should grow up a couple plants, a couple of weed plants. I don't
To
know.
clean the air? What do you mean?
To fun up the air as you burn it. Well, and also clean the air. Actually,
I don't think fresh plants are gonna. I mean, they're so moist, they're not gonna burn well.
No. What? Are they so moist? What? What do you do to your plants?
If it's a live plant, it's literally just soaking in water.
At the roots, not the leaves. What do you do to plants? How do you plant things?
I spray them with lots of water. Also, I've only ever
What?
owned succulents. I assume you're talking about succulents.
I was gonna say, what are you, the grocery store? What do you mean? You just spray them all the time?
Yeah, I spray them all the time. And
I don't-
most of them, like I said, they're succulents or cacti, so they're full of water, and I just keep watering them, and they never do they last more than a week.
Yeah, they're not forevers. They're succulents.
No.
Okay,
I often use them to put the fire out.
great. Okay, you should maybe do everything differently when it comes to plants. Oh, I thought you were about to get that kill.
I know. Oh, wow.
Okay, let's move on. As I said at the top of the show, we're celebrating our freedom today while we still have it. Who knows where we'll be next week with World War III on the horizon, potentially. Who knows?
Boo, 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 boo.
Yeah, that sucks, right? So let's talk
what's up?
about. Are you?
Curtis was calling.
Uh,
Jesus.
I, honest to God, thought you saw someone in the hallway, which is exactly how you would handle that. Okay. So anyway, I asked you all to come up with your favorite free thing that you've ever gotten.
I'll go first.
Good. You're supposed to.
Yeah, a cruise. I've got multiple free cruises.
How did you get the free cruises? And which one's your favorite? You have to pick one.
From gambling, and I think probably the one I went with, what we're calling him Stocks and Whitey. The
Okay.
one I went with, Stocks and Whitey, is probably number one. And I got that because I don't think we've actually talked about this, but I am, on my side job is I'm a professional gambler.
Okay, so many things to unpack here. For one, if you're going to refer to your two other friends, you can just say my two other friends. You don't have to call them out individually. Two, and more importantly, is it free if you have to gamble to get it?
Well, it's not really gambling if you're winning money. Then it's just a second job.
So
is
how
it
much did you
free if
lose?
you're
Yeah.
gambling?
Yeah, how much did you lose to get this cruise?
I don't know. It's not really a question you can answer.
I don't. I think you know to the exact cent how much you are up or down at any given time. You are completely.
We
you're
cannot hear
completely
you.
cutting out.
Why are you
Every
coming
year-
in this time from a CB radio? That's what I want to know.
Every year you get your win-loss statement at the end of the year from your casino, and I've been up the last couple of years. I've had to pay taxes on my winnings. That's not
Why
fun.
are you talking about your casino like it's your insurance company? What are you talking about?
Also, what I did. That's never happened. Obviously, I've never won or lost a lot. But how much do you have to win or lose to get a tax statement?
In 2021, I won 12.
I didn't ask how many you won. How much do you have to do to clear that bar? Where they're like
10 grand.
Oh my God, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so when did you go on this? When did you go on this particular cruise? What year was it?
That was
That was 16. Is that what you said?
yeah.
And did you have a tax statement that year? And was it in the black?
Yeah, but that was before. I wasn't so that the tax year would have been the year before, but that I was not. I wasn't gambling as much back then as I do now, so I don't even know if I got a win-loss statement then.
But you are under the belief that you were in the black, at least?
Yeah, overall, all in all my years of gambling, I'm definitely positive, probably a good amount, all in all.
All right. I guess I'll count it. Pants Man, how about you?
Well, I'm a little torn. I've been scrambling here because I did think of something earlier, but I've been based on his answer of trip, a free trip. I was trying to think of something other than a trip because my answer is also a trip.
Well, I'm certain you didn't win it from gambling too much. That I can guarantee.
No, mine was a little different. I had paid for a flight to Scotland on British Airways, and the day before my flight, I got a message. Well, I should say I had been seeing flights for a while. I was trying to find a good price, and the price was about $1,400. That's what it cost at the time to fly to Europe, and I didn't like that price. I thought I could get better, so I kind of did gamble because one day I saw it said $1,700, and I was like, shit, that is way too high. And I resolved that I would wait a week, and then when it returned to like $1,400, I'd buy that ticket. But I decided to check the next day, and it dropped to $1,100, and I was like, fuck, that's a good price. So I bought the ticket for $1,100, and it involved a overnight layover in Boston to get to Scotland. And I would arrive in Scotland at 11 p.m. And so I bought the flight, and then the day before the flight, I got a call from British Airways saying, we have overbooked your flight, and we are wondering if you'd be willing to give up your seat. And I said, well, why would I do that? And they said, well, because we'll pay you money. And I was like, okay, great. How much?
Sold immediately.
And they said $1,300.
Plus, you still get a flight to Scotland?
They said, we will rebook you on a different flight. And I thought, okay, I could be a little bit late on this trip. I don't have to be there right away. Like I can lose some time on this trip for basically not only a free trip, they're going to pay me $200 more than I paid for the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
that's nice.
And then what happened was they told me the catch is you have to get on the flight tonight, not tomorrow morning.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, well, I can make that work. I can, I have time to get to the airport or whatever. And they're like, yeah. So
No,
there's
you
no
probably
more.
practice packed.
No more layover. In Boston. Well, there was a layover in Boston, but it was like an hour instead of 12 hours. So I didn't have to spend the night in Boston. I got to Scotland at 11 a.m. instead of 11 p.m. So they got me to where I was going faster with less time wasted. And they paid me $200 to go, which is, I guess, the opposite of free. It's like I was paid to do a thing, but yeah. I still count that as the best free thing I ever got.
That was like 100 free things.
It was amazing.
Which thing are you calling the free thing of this whole trip?
The flight.
Okay. Well, the one where you made money on it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and one quick rub was they did lose my bag on the way, and they found it and they got it to me. But it was as described by the courier who was bringing it to me. When they found it, he said, "I just want you to know this happened at the airline. We didn't cause this." And I'm like, "Cause what? Like the damage?"
Really
I'm like, "What damage?" And he goes, "Well, the only thing I can call it is ripped at the seams, but all the stuff is still there." I was like, "Okay." So he brings it. The luggage is ruined. Like the internal like liner, like the bag of it was still intact, and all my stuff was with it, but it was completely ripped from the actual like outer shell of the thing. So it ruined my bag, but I still got all my stuff. And then I filed a claim with the airline. They actually paid, even though it was a shitty piece of luggage. It was not quality luggage, but I bought a really expensive piece of luggage, and they reimbursed me for that too. So that was another free thing I got on that trip. Pretty nice luggage.
This was like the best case scenario of everything going wrong at the start of your trip.
And this is not my only story of a trip where I got paid tons of money to fly somewhere. So,
well, yeah, because you were the sex worker that one time.
Sure.
Why did they go? Did they go through your bag, or did they just handle it poorly?
No, yeah, I think honestly part of it was an old cheap bag full to the brim with shit, and part of it was that they were handling it poorly. Like I'm sure they just like grabbed it and threw it or whatever, but it was like the part that held the zippered bag of stuff, and the part that was just an outer shell, it was like torn. Like the actual fabric part was torn from the shell in a way that it was crazy.
You don't think it was because they were searching for like the kilos that you normally bring on your trips? They weren't looking for drugs.
There was nothing disturbed about the bag itself. Like, unless they thought I'd somehow hidden things inside between the pouch and the actual shell, which...
Listen, the drug movers be crafty. They got to figure out ways around these things. I think it makes plenty of sense. Right through the lining. Yeah, crazy ass trip. I remember this happening to you. I was very jealous at the time of bad things happening to you. It was such a confusing group of emotions.
I have a very strange kind of luck that, like, if I gamble like Boo, I will lose my shirt. Like, I can't gamble with my shit. But if I'm going, and in my everyday life, like, luck is not a thing I don't think a ton of. Like, just good for, like, I do the lottery every so often, like the scratch offs, just for fun. I've never once won so much as $1 doing scratch offs. But
you've won once. Shut up.
I haven't. Never once.
You've never won $1.
I haven't. And with the thing is, with traveling, if I'm going on a trip, even when things go wrong, it usually leaves me out on top.
It's time, soldier. Break 'em.
That's wild.
So I have to be traveling if I want to experience good luck.
Well, that was a bunch of crazy shit. Muscle V, what do you got for us? You're done, right? That was a lot of things.
Yes.
Okay. Great. I had so much to process. Muscle V, what do you got? What's your favorite free thing you've ever got? As someone who notoriously loves free things.
I love free things. I can't just pick one in this situation because it's a whole thing. Everything we got for the baby for free has been very clutch. That has to be.
Well, you're not talking about your baby shower, right?
Talking about just everything. No, everything in general for the baby.
Okay, so the baby shower isn't free thing. Those are gifts. That's not.
I was going to say. I don't think you can count gifts as free.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's a different category.
Okay, why are gifts not free things? Did I pay for them? I didn't.
You have to. You have to cultivate a relationship. You have to maintain it. You're probably gonna get less next time because you're the worst.
Yeah, gifts are gifts.
I disagree. It's still free to me, so why can't that be counted?
No, you have to. It costs time and money, and you have to be sometimes genetically attached to people.
I'm on the fence here. I totally hear where you're coming from when you say that a gift is not a free thing. It's a gift. It's its own thing. But it is also a free, like, not all free things are gifts, but not all, I think all gifts are free things.
All gifts are free things.
Okay, so you don't think that you have to have some part in the gift, in getting a gift. Like, you don't, if you weren't friends with these people or you weren't family with these people, that wouldn't, you wouldn't get it.
Well, you never said, name a free thing that came from a person you didn't know.
So, okay, Jeeves, what's the definition of free?
You didn't pay for it.
So, okay, so what's the argument?
You paid for it in your time with being friends with people. And you had a baby. Like, there was a specific thing that happened to trigger that one. I would say, like, if someone was throwing out, like, their old couch and they gave it to you, you could call that a free. I wouldn't call that a gift. That'd be like, that's people just looking around.
Why is that not a gift? Why is that not a gift?
Because it's discards. It's like they couldn't find a use for it. Instead of taking the time to take it back, they're like, all right, who do I know that wants this thing? It wasn't intended for you in the first place.
Well, no, wait a minute. So in Boo's example, which we more or less accepted, he had to do a ton of gambling, which was money and time invested.
Way more work than what I did.
In my example, I had to, I mean, obviously it was
Your step was crazy as fuck.
My example, it's all positive, but I had to experience a change in my plan. I had to experience a luggage issue. Like, I definitely paid something. Now, obviously, it was all upside for me. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that, like, by your definition of you had to give something, not money, to get it, and it wasn't free with a gift because you're giving, like, your relationship time. I don't think that standard counts.
Your example was so crazy, I couldn't parse it all. I have no idea if you had gifts or not in there. There was too much happening. Booze, I raised a red flag. It didn't feel like that.
You did, but not nearly as much as you give in to Guff a Muscle V.
Yeah, these are all things that I got for free that I didn't pay a penny for. I don't understand why that would not consider a free thing.
All right, Muscle V. We've divided along party lines here. Let's. As all free states seem to for some reason. So, let's give Jeeves an opportunity to tell us his free thing, and then we'll have a better sense of his definition of a free thing.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
And we'll attack him for it, whatever it is.
I will admit, other than Dixie's nonsense answer, mine is the least exciting, certainly. When we were at the Irish Festival back before the world ended, you guys remember pre-world ending?
Yeah. Hard to believe it was over 2 years ago.
Right? Yeah, there's people around. It was crazy. There was, like, good weather, all these things that just don't happen anymore. We just passed by a Pepsi booth for some reason. Pepsi was there, and they were like, hey, try this free sample of bubbly, and we're like, no thank you, that's stupid. And then we tried the cherry one, which is a flavor that my wife doesn't get very often because she's fructose intolerant. I mean, our mouths lit up because we don't do the pop anymore, and I think we were doing LaCroix then, but basically we switched to bubbly. We became a bubbly house for the next till now. We buy
You
bubbly
like
all the
that
time.
bubbly stuff. I got a
Love
pineapple bubbly one because it was free. It was free from the grocery store. It was a free thing at the grocery store, and
Yep,
it was
that's free. That's free.
horrendous.
So did you pay for this festival or was it free?
I don't remember because there's different festivals. I think this one was. I think this one was paid for.
So you're contradicting yourself. You are contradicting yourself.
All right, but I think
every word you
one,
say.
All right, but I think that there's a bubbly at the Arts Festival, which is also completely free. You just have to walk around downtown.
So you did work walking around downtown, getting to downtown,
that is
getting
not the
it
same
for free.
thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's a very different.
You did all this work to get to this one location to get something for free.
Yeah, but we didn't know because there'd be free bubbly there. Like,
Doesn't
it was
matter.
just we were already going there, and it was just there.
Doesn't matter.
Well, think about this. They weren't giving you free bubbly as a gift. They weren't giving it to give you a free. They were trying to hook you and then spend money later. Whereas
And it worked.
with
It absolutely
Muscle
worked.
V, his free thing was a gift from somebody who genuinely didn't want anything in return other than the satisfaction of giving somebody they liked for some reason a thing that would make their lives easier. It was truly free as opposed to a drug mule trying to give you a freebie first so that you'll be hooked and buy more.
Absolutely not. When someone gives you a gift, you immediately have to figure out how to get them a gift as well, or you're a terrible person. It's absolutely not.
That is
What?
not true.
What?
In the case of, like, maybe if the person who gave V a gift then had a baby of their own and they invited him to a birthday
to get
party
them
or
a gift.
a baby shower, sure, you got to give them a gift. But,
Yes,
like, if they never have a kid, you're never paying that baby shower gift back, ever.
true. That's true. But you know, if they have a kid, you have to immediately then get the gift. You have no choice. You never have to get them something.
Now, okay, now that's a fair question. So, Muscle V, how many of the people who got you gifts for your baby are of child-rearing age but have not yet had children? Like, percentage-wise.
I would say everyone that got us a gift has already had a baby.
Okay, but what I'm asking is, are they potentially going to have more?
Potentially in the future, there are several, but not the majority.
How many?
You're
How
on
many?
that sweet, sweet hook, baby.
Not the majority.
How many gifts did you have to give? So I don't know if you went to any baby showers before you had your own, but
Nope.
how many gifts do you think, like, the final ratio, when it all comes out in the end, on your deathbed, how many of the baby gifts will have been truly free, and how many will you have reciprocated in some way, or have all? Yeah.
I would say the majority would be truly free.
Boo, do you have any feelings on this so far?
He's absolutely
no.
not awake.
No, I'm awake. I 100% agree with Ryan on this. It's not a gift.
Oh my
My
god.
God.
I mean,
sorry.
thank you for agreeing. Also, you're the worst.
Gifts are free.
Absolutely not.
No, it's its own thing. No, a gift is not free. You have to reciprocate it. Sorry.
No, you don't.
Like,
We just
twice-
established. he
Twice in
doesn't.
one retort.
Like Dead Freddy said, or whatever his name is.
What'd you call
Cotton Eye
me?
Joe.
You call me
Dead
dead
Freddy.
president?
Dead Freddy.
Why is
but,
that's not much better?
But what Chief said is 100% accurate.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Boo, for waking up and defending me.
You guys are insane for thinking anything else.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely insane.
you're agreeing, but you're not actually using any argument at all. You've given no
Just-
explanation or reason for why you're right.
That's
you're
what
just saying that
No, he said
one
I laid
person's
down a
right.
perfect argument, and he agrees. That's fine.
So
Like,
okay, so
if
if somebody gives you a car, okay, they don't say, "Hey, it's a gift." They don't say anything. They give you a car. Is that car
What?
free to you?
What is this scenario?
I'm just saying. Somebody gives you something big.
This
is-
Are
is
we
your
on
big,
Oprah?
this is your biggest dream that you've dreamed up your entire
Yeah,
life.
okay,
Every
okay.
day you wake up,
Let's say Oprah. You get a car from Oprah.
Obviously, that's not the same thing.
That's not the same thing. That's not.
What if you're
very
Dale?
different scenario.
What if you're Dale?
I don't know who that is.
Gail,
That's like her best friend.
She's from Come on.
I did not follow Oprah enough to know her best friend. I didn't know she had a friend.
Well,
What
she
if it's
lives in
Deadman?
Whoa. Okay. First off, we got to go back. Do never disrespect Gail. She is from the same town as me. She lives here. Do not disrespect her. First
I
off,
don't know who we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know who this Gail person is.
Stedman is my dream. I would have loved to be Stedman.
I'm so confused.
You know what I know for a fact? The gaming audience at Twitch loves Oprah Talk. They're all about it. That's what they're into.
Oh, I'm so good to you, Muscle V. Even though you lost your goddamn mind and are nothing but attacking me, just saved your life. You're welcome.
Okay, we may want to move to the next segment. See how
we
do.
This was not
2 segments in 45 minutes.
This was supposed to be the lead into the long segment, which I don't think is going to be nearly as long. I didn't know that we'd be so controversial with freedom.
Yeah, the first 2 segments took 45 minutes, so you wonder why I wasn't talking.
Yeah, because anytime a segment goes more than 7 minutes, you get mad.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, man.
My favorite is there was, I think, 3 episodes ago, you introduce a segment and then get mad when we talk about it. Like, well, I didn't know we'd be talking about toilets for 30 minutes. Like, you brought up, it was your question.
No, yeah, that was 6 episodes ago, correct.
Boo, what I think you don't realize is that an actual conversation where we're mad about something is almost always going to be more entertaining than whatever bit we non-professional, non-comedians came up with.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. We don't have time to get into this, but at some point I want to find out what the definition of a comedian is. Do I just have to do stand-up once? Like, when do I cross into that territory?
That's not what the topic of today is about. We'll get into it later.
You're right. We don't have time for that. Okay, yeah, you're right, though, but we do need to move on. So, yeah, again, as I mentioned like 45 minutes ago, this is a free episode. We're talking free things. So I've got a new segment for you called The Power 3, but today, of course, it's The Power Free.
Can I make a quick suggestion? I want to just interrupt this for something off topic. You've said this is a free episode. I feel like in the coming months, when we blow up and become the most popular Twitch stream of all time, our videos are definitely going to be locked behind a paywall, right? We're going to charge people to watch the old back catalog.
I mean, we're going to do the
now. I want to commit right now that this episode will always and forever be free of charge.
Okay, that's funny. I like that.
I don't agree.
You're welcome, audience.
At a low rate of 99 cents.
I do not agree.
All you gotta do is attend a baby shower. All right. We are moving on though. So this is we're doing the Power of 3. The Power 3. I asked you guys to rank your top 3 non-alcoholic drinks. So we're gonna go through and each share in descending order your 3 favorite non-alcoholic drinks. So you're all gonna start with your 3rd favorite. And I have you, Pantsy Man, up to start.
Okay. This is going to sort of a little bit give away some of my future answers because we're starting with the 3rd. We're going all the way up to number 1.
Oh, that's possible.
I don't like, generally speaking, warm or hot liquids. I don't like drinking hot things. But
wait, warm too?
Or warm.
What?
No, I like a ice cold, just frozen cold, very cold.
100% of the drinks you like?
Almost, but my number 3 favorite non-alcoholic drink of all time is a hot chocolate.
Yeah, obviously that was what was going to be when you said this crazy statement that you only like ice cold drinks. What the fuck?
And weirdly, this is like the only thing where I don't like very much chocolate milk. Like, it's the same thing, just cold, and I don't really like that, but I do like a hot chocolate.
I don't think there's much to debate there, but I almost exclusively like a lukewarm drink. Don't give me the hot or cold bullshit. Make it drinkable temperature. I'm hashtag no ice.
Okay. All right. I'm literally putting ice in my water right now.
Also, I think hot chocolate is a super overrated drink. I think it's for small children.
My answer. I really regret my answer. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we'll probably get back to that, I think. I think hot chocolate is for small children. It's fine, like it's okay. It just people act like it's the greatest thing that's ever happened. It's fine. I don't know why people act like it's amazing or why there's no other like hot dessert drinks really out there. Why we stopped at just chocolate. All right.
So just real quick, just to add on to that. So when I was in Peru, obviously I don't speak, the Spanish language. And so wherever we would go somewhere, I would ask for a cold drink. And so to do that, I would say, can I get a agua caliente? And a lot of people would always look at me weird. And I'm like, I'm just looking for a cold drink. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. I just need something cold. So I'd ask for like a cold water or a cold drink or a cold beer.
This is before you were a dad, right?
Before I was a dad, correct. Got a lot of weird looks.
Obviously,
yeah,
you got
a lot of weird looks.
Everyone knows why you got weird looks.
I still don't understand why.
Yes,
Fuck
you
off.
do though.
What? When did you? How did you really thought that was a sensible thing that you were asking? You really thought you were asking for cold water?
Up until it was a 10-day trip. Up until about day 7.
So what made you think that caliente was cold? Where did you come up with this?
It was a word I remembered, and I was like, "Hey,
that's not how things work."
I got a 50-50. I had a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
I would like an
Why?
biblioteca, please.
So it wasn't a word that you remembered. It was a word you remembered for temperature.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's slightly different than your nonsense.
And you thought I've got a 50% chance that this is cold.
Now, this wasn't in the 90s. You could have just Googled it on your smartphone real quick.
We had issues getting service.
Okay.
Well, tell them what you would get though.
Yeah. What did they bring out?
It typically was like lukewarm. I don't think anything like came out really cold, and I was always upset. I'm like, no, I want it like fridge, really cold.
No, I wanted it caliente.
Yeah, I said caliente, not cold, not warm.
Did anyone ever bring out like a boiling cup?
No, I did get a lot of looks though.
Well, because some people order hot water, like they say, bring me the like tea water, but then they don't even put tea in it. They just like hot water because they're crazy. Obviously, you wouldn't do that like in Peru on a hike or whatever, but
yeah, it was more of like when I was like, can I get a caliente Coca-Cola or whatever? They would give me a look and they're like, we don't understand what you're saying. Is what I'm thinking they were saying to me. Yeah. And my brother, who speaks a fair amount of Spanish, never corrected me.
He should. No, he should not have. Of course, he shouldn't have. How fucking hilarious! All right, Muscle V, what's your third favorite non-alcoholic drink? Your alcohol-free drink?
I would say a nice cold caliente orange Fanta.
So you want a hot Fanta? That's your favorite thing?
Cold caliente orange Fanta.
Cold caliente.
So the opposite of creamsicle. You want it to be as hot, boiling even.
But cold at the same time.
So spicy. You want some cayenne pepper in there.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing too is you couldn't eat ice in Peru, so I couldn't get anything with ice. So that was also a challenge.
Sure. So I do want to attack your pick as well. Fanta is a horrible pop. What are you saying?
You don't drink it all the time, but it's like...
Of course you don't drink it all the time. It's a terrible pop.
Yeah, but like when you get it, you're like, oh, this is great.
No, I don't think that. I think, what was I thinking as a small child?
I don't know that Fanta is my choice, but
you still like orange soda as an adult?
I haven't had it in forever. It's not on my list, but I could appreciate it.
Take this time to ready up.
Okay. I mean,
It's not my least favorite. Grape soda is my least favorite.
yeah, wait, is that real? Or is that I honestly don't know if you're joking or serious.
I mean, if you were really to give me a list of drinks, I doubt grape soda would be at the bottom. But just off the top of my head, yeah, I've never found grape soda to be anything but gross.
There are people that go apeshit for it.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
not
wrong.
one of them.
Enough training.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. They probably are incorrect, but that's funny. Yeah, Fanta sucks. I don't know what you're saying. Orange soda sucks.
Well,
Get out
I
of here.
think bubbly sucks. So take that.
Me too.
Bubbly gets the honorable mention for me. However, my third Power Rank drink. So I'm giving you guys a lot of shit. My third favorite drink is chocolate milk.
Oh,
You were calling hot chocolate a child's drink a minute ago.
That's correct. That's correct.
Chocolate
It is
milk,
a
mate.
Suggest you start
A
chocolate
drink
milk.
that is only ever sold in schools with elementary age kids.
No, I want to put. It's specifically a Yoo-hoo. Love a Yoo-hoo.
I'm sorry. I forgot how mature your hot or your chocolate milk taste was.
no, that changes it. That changes it a little bit.
So-
Yoo-hoo's better, right?
So is it muy caliente?
It is. I like a hot Yoo-hoo, of course. I like to microwave it after I buy it out of the vending machine.
Which is a hot chocolate, my friend?
No, I know that it's a child's drink. I do. It just doesn't get the rap that hot chocolate gets. Like, they're both equally children's drinks. People act like hot chocolate is God's gift to the earth, and they act like hot chocolate's for small kids. You're allowed to like things or whatever. I will make fun of you if it's a bad pick, and I recognize that why people would make fun of this.
enemy team.
Hot chocolate's different than it gets put on a pedestal.
I hear your argument. I'm not going to argue with that, but I am glad that you're owning that your choice is also a child's drink.
Of course. I knew as I was attacking hot chocolate that my third pick was going to hopefully get attacked. All right, let's go to round 2.
No, wait, did we hear from Boo?
Yeah, he started didn't you?
Pants-Man did.
No, didn't we go in from
No.
Muscle
no,
V?
Pants-Man.
Yeah.
Pants-Man,
No.
Muscle V. No, I haven't done mine yet.
Well, what is yours?
Mountain Dew Code Red.
Oh my God, what?
Well, first off, if that's
not-
a reaction, if that's a reaction to my third pick, wait till my first, second.
You're not a gamer. I've never seen you once drink. I don't think I've ever seen you drink pop. You've never drank a Mountain Dew Code Red. What are you talking about?
I had to check to make sure it was still in existence. But if that's a reaction to my, wait till you hear my second and first pick. Wow.
Have you ever drank a Mountain Dew Code Red? Like, honestly, what are you talking about?
Loved it. It's probably been a good 20 years, but I loved it.
Could you fucking imagine Boo on Mountain Dew? Oh, that'd be a nightmare.
First off, I want to say, if this is how you're reacting now, wait till my first pick.
Well, I don't understand why you're literally in another room talking to us.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't get it. Maybe in
I don't
another dimension.
I don't know why I'm having all these sound issues, but just wait till my, oh wow, just wait
Yeah,
till my second
we
and
know.
first pick.
We know your second and third or second and first will be worse.
Yeah, we can hear you. So
Look, if that's how you react to my third pick, just wait till my first and second pick. Wow.
Stop saying that.
we get you're a crazy person.
Look,
You know what though? If this is how we're reacting to his first, can you imagine what it's gonna be like for his second and first?
Yeah, we're gonna be mad. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's go back to you, Pants Man, for your second.
All right, you're gonna hate this one. You're really gonna hate this
I don't know.
And this one, interestingly, it can go either way. It could be hot or it could be cold. I prefer it cold, but I'll occasionally indulge in a hot one. Apple.
You just said.
Mate is in the good.
Yeah, I was gonna. If apple cider didn't make your list, I was gonna be very mad at you.
Yeah. You can tell the story of why it would make you mad.
I one time said to Pants Man, I don't remember what the context was, but I said, "You love apple
We were
cider."
drunk. That's the context.
We were drunk. We
very
were drunk. I don't remember why I said this to you, but I said, "You love apple cider," and you got the most offended you've ever got in your entire life, including times when you should have been offended at me, and I was like, "I don't know why you're mad about this." And you're like, this is
I
upsetting.
maintain that at the time, I'm not so belligerent now, but at the time, I really didn't like alcoholic apple cider, like hard cider. And I think I thought that's what you meant. That's what I think happened.
Strong nonsense defense. So anyway, for the next, I think I'm going to say year and a half, because you lived with my then girlfriend, now wife at the time. So I was over a lot. I saw your fridge a lot. At no
Almost
point,
always. There was
at no point in that year and a half. Yeah, there was at least a gallon. At one time there was 2 gallons. And I think it was like the next time I was over. It was absolutely insane. I don't know what.
Well, the thing is, it's a very seasonal drink. But the thing is, like,
not for you.
It's a fall drink. It is a fall drink, and it shows up in the stores, and you get all excited. Well, I get all excited. Oh man, here it is! I get excited to drink it. I buy it, and then I'm like, well, I'm going to buy more. I'm done with this one. I'm going to get another, and I just start buying it. And then, while it is very seasonal, it's a long season. Like it's not as like front of the store like advertised as like a fall thing. Like by the time you get to December, you have to look for it, but
you basically need a dealer.
Well into like the winter.
Hot tip for those of you that are cider obsessed, like my buddy Pants Man, despite whatever he tells you.
Well, I just told you it's number 2.
Apple cider is a good pick. I think that it's not on my list, but it's a good one.
And I just want to say, just to be absolutely clear, again, the whole list is for non-alcoholic. So I'm not talking about hard cider, right. And I am definitely not talking about apple juice. Those are very different things.
Absolutely, those are wildly different drinks. Okay. Boo, I'm not going to skip you this time. You can do your second pick now.
Are you ready?
I hear we're going to be upset.
Oh God, you are. Here we go. Unsweetened iced tea.
Okay, I mean it's not a good pick, but I don't know why.
It's not Mountain Dew Code Red.
What? People like unsweetened iced tea. I don't. It's a terrible pick. Again, it's garbage water, whatever. But a lot of people would pick it.
Here's a spoiler for my first pick. I'm pretty confident some of you might not even heard of it, but we'll get to my first pick later.
How is that a spoiler?
I will say.
How could we possibly be spoiled by a thing we've never heard of?
It is literally the opposite of a spoiler. Yeah, that is the opposite. I will say the sugar content between your third pick and second pick has got to be off the charts, though.
just wait till my first pick.
I can't hardly.
Keep saying it. Keep saying it.
Okay, Muscle V, what do you got for your what's your second favorite alcohol-free drink?
For my second favorite drink, it would be the XXX vitamin water.
What?
Oh.
It's the best of the best.
I agree. I agree with Muscle V on that one.
You've established this in previous episodes already, your obsession with non-healthy vitamin water, I think is what you called it in the past.
It is super healthy. It's got vitamins in it. Why would you not drink it?
I was going to say, I think everyone goes through this period, right, where you love vitamin water because you think it's healthy, and then you realize it's just a regular. It's not as bad as Gatorade, but it's not great.
Muscle V, are you drinking the Zero? It's vitamin water Zero. That's what you got to drink.
Okay, Costco sells vitamin water Zero, and it's the fucking worst.
Yeah, he's went on a rant about how he doesn't drink that.
Oh, I love. I have 2 cases in my office right now.
You think Zero is better than the original?
No, Zero is definitely worse. I think you drink it because it's a healthier option.
Yeah, I work at a fitness center.
You tolerate. It
doesn't taste as good. If I'm drinking
It tastes horrible. Yeah, it tastes significantly worse. But like in a way you can't put your finger on.
Yeah.
Like regular vitamin waters tastes good, but it's garbage for you. And then vitamin water Zero is like it reminds you of the taste of vitamin water, but something's different.
Yeah, I want to just drink the original.
Right.
I do not like any of those substitutes. I have a strong reaction to your answer of vitamin water. I felt very strongly that you were making the wrong choice. I've also never had vitamin water.
What?
Never once drank any of them.
So good.
And I probably never will. But yeah, I agree with you though. Like if I'm going to drink a drink that I know is bad for me, I'm not going to like half-ass it and get like something that is pretending to be healthy. I mean, that's what the whole vitamin water thing is. But like pretending to be healthy, like, oh, it doesn't have any sugar. It's like, yeah, it's still garbage soda. But
yeah, exactly.
I would much rather indulge once in a while in something that's truly nasty but tastes wonderful, rather than regularly drink something that is not very exciting but is also not great for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tolerate a drink just to drink vitamin water. Like, I want the full benefits of the vitamins.
Jesus.
I don't want the zero vitamins.
That's not the part that makes it bad for you. They don't cut out vitamins.
All right, Jeeves. What's your number 2?
So mine's unassailable. My number 2. The only reason you should get mad is if you think it should be in the 1 spot, and that's the king of alcohol-free drinks. That would be coffee.
I mean, I understand it's the thing people like. I get why. I am surprised it's not at least. I mean, if nobody puts it as number 1, I'll be a little surprised. But I've never been a coffee drinker. I like the smell of it more than I like the taste.
Yeah, I think, I was going to put it on my list, but because I drink coffee every morning too. Shout out Dunkin' Donuts.
You don't have to do that.
But I see why you put it too. Like, yeah, you can't really argue with that. I get it.
I do have an objection to your number 2, and that is, and everything I've said so far is very generic, so this is a little hypocritical. But, Boo said not just Mountain Dew, but Mountain Dew Code Red. And Muscle B didn't just say vitamin water. He picked a specific vitamin water. I feel like you have to there's a million versions of coffee. You have to be a little bit more specific.
Sure. I drink daily. I like the Kona from Amazon. This brand, it's like Solio. It's got some weird name. Starts with an S. But actually, my favorite.
Real quick, Kill Battle 6 is over. Jeeves has won 51-48.
Which one of you are sending me my crown? I will be wearing it for next episode. Kill Battle 6 in the books, baby. 3-3. Let's go.
The cool thing is, Switchback starts off with the same amount of kills as you and I for Kill Battle 7.
Anyone's game for KB7. It is 3-3, right?
It is 3-3.
Ah, guys, this is exciting. The excitement is palatable. All right. Anyway, so that's not my pick for coffee. My coffee pick would actually be the Trader Joe's. Got a brand that you
Wait
have.
Wait a minute. You spent like 3 minutes trying to explain the Amazon brand. You don't remember what it's called, and it's not even the pick. So what was that?
I said I drink that daily. That's like what we have on hand. It's great. I haven't been to TJ's since COVID because I don't trust people. Like, the lines were outlandishly long here. I don't know about where you guys are. So we haven't been back yet. But there's this bag of, you have to actually grind up the beans yourself, which is a pain in the ass. But oh my God, is that coffee good? I can't tell you what the name is. It's like, I think it might just be their breakfast blend. It might be something called like Electric something. I don't remember.
Well, I guess what I really want to know is, okay, is this just like straight drip coffee? Is it with cream and sugar? What is the final product?
Okay, scratch everything I just said. It's actually Starbucks's nitro cold brew with salted cream foam on top.
Okay.
That's an outstanding drink. Highly recommend. It basically tastes like Guinness, and then you throw salted caramel foam on it. It's amazing.
So my favorite,
it costs like $100. It's great.
My favorite coffee is the Starbucks Pikes Peak coffee.
Okay, yeah, that's their standard one.
Get that at Sam's Club. Big pack. You don't have to grind it yourself. It comes pre-grinded.
That is how most coffee comes nowadays. Fair enough. Look, TJ's is old school, man. What do you want from me? What do you want from me for my second favorite coffee? All right, moving forward. Back to you, Pants Man. What's your number 1 favorite alcohol-free drink?
All right, I'm going to say something that is, I don't think, particularly controversial, and then I'm going to add a drop that I think will be incredibly controversial. If not outrageous.
Something tells me I'm going to be mad at the first thing you say.
My number 1 drink of all time that is not alcoholic, no question, easy peasy, Coca-Cola, plastic.
Oh. Okay.
If I'm getting a soft drink or a soda or a pop or whatever you want to call it, 99 times out of 100, it's going to be a Coke Classic.
Wow, really?
Other flavored drinks are usually either too sweet or boring or have a weird overtried flavor.
Too sweet compared to Coca-Cola?
I will say Mickey D's does have the best Coca-Cola.
I do tend to
Coca-Cola is so sweet that they have to throw acid into it, or you'll throw up. Like, it's crazy. What do you mean other drinks are too sweet than Coca-Cola?
Well,
what are you saying?
I'm not saying that Coca-Cola isn't sweet. I'm saying that it is sweet, but in a way that, you know, like, let me put it this way. Have you ever drank something that was so sweet that it makes your jaw, like, clench up?
Yeah.
Coke doesn't do that to me, but there are drinks that will.
Okay. All right.
Now, the part that I think is controversial is
that
that everybody raves about the Mexican Coke, that like pure sugarcane Coke.
Yep.
Okay.
Had a Caliente one of those.
I do not I mean, I can drink that, it's fine, but I actually prefer the corn syrup Coke, the American Coke.
The fake syrup.
That's right.
The distaste.
Because it is what I grew up on. Like, it's what I'm used to. Like, the sugar Coke just tastes a little bit off to me. Because it does, and most people apparently like that flavor. But there are people that like Diet Coke as its own thing, and they're crazy because it's terrible.
Diet anything is way worse than anything I've ever had in my entire life.
Unless you're my wife who can't do regular Coke, in which case Diet Coke's her only option. I get why you would have to pick that then.
Well, like, I have a friend who her favorite drink is Diet Coke, and I had a conversation with her once because I couldn't understand like how anybody could appreciate it. But she said, as a kid, like if she was getting a soda, like it would be a Diet Coke. Like that's what she grew up on. Like that's what she got used to. So to her, that tastes normal, whereas regular sugar Coke just tastes fucking weird to her. And it's the same thing for me. Diet tastes awful, and even the like regular cane sugar tastes a little bit off. Whereas just the thing with corn syrup that I've had my entire life, that tastes right.
If I have to do a pop, Coke's definitely not top 3 even.
Really?
Yeah, I'm definitely going Dr. Pepper, which isn't on my list, because of course not. But Dr. Pepper would be way high, or root beer would definitely go.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper and root beer definitely, I think, are higher
I like
than Coke.
root beer, but it's an occasional, like it's got such a specific flavor. It's something I can like occasionally. And Dr. Pepper is fine, but I think it's got too many flavors going on. I feel like Coke is that nice, sweet classic.
You can't handle 23 flavors. You need 19 max or whatever.
I don't want 23 flavors. I want one flavor, and it's called corn syrup. We've established this.
Fair enough. All right, Boo, what's your top drink?
Okay.
Alcohol-free, of course.
So this is, probably America's favorite green beverage. Who remembers Surge?
Why do you think we wouldn't remember Surge? We're not. It doesn't predate us. It wasn't good. It was Surge the one that was outlawed because it was like killing teenagers because it was so bad for you, or was that Jolt?
Yeah, no, Surge was outlawed in some places. It felt like you were drinking cocaine.
Yeah, I think you basically were, right? It wasn't that much chemically different than if you just did coke as a child.
Yeah. That's my number one.
I cannot possibly imagine you on Surge. That would be a fucking nightmare. I mean, you wouldn't fall asleep during our show, so that'd be cool, but you would never shut up. Oh my god.
By the way, talking about that, you guys were so worried I was going to go to sleep today. I don't work on Fridays, so it would have been really embarrassing if I couldn't even stay up today.
It still is in
not
play.
surprising at all.
Absolutely in play. What are you talking about? We've all met you. And it would be embarrassing, just for the record. You should definitely find yourself a Surge and try it for one of the episodes and just see how crazy you sound the entire time. Surge on, baby. All right, great. Do you guys want to say any more about his Surge pick, which is obviously awful.
I'm just a little bit thrown. I mean, I know he chose specifically Code Red, but then he said, like, Mountain Dew. I think if you were to say, what is the iconic soda that is green, most people would say Mountain Dew. He's saying that Surge is the answer to that question.
First of all, thank you, Pat, on the long-term joke.
We didn't hear half of that.
My long-term joke planning has gotten worse and worse, but thank you, Pants Man, for helping me out there.
We call that long-term joke planning? I mean, it was like 10 minutes.
Well, you know.
Medium term at best, right?
I'm about to get -1.
I'm not. I got ATV. Suck it.
Oh, man.
Okay. A good time for you to go, though. What's your number one alcohol-free drink, Muscle V?
Number one alcoholic-free drink is created by a famous golfer named Arnold Palmer.
No. Get out of here with that shit.
Arnold Palmer.
He's mentioned it on the show already, hasn't he?
Has he?
I don't remember mentioning the show, but...
We talked about it recently. You must have.
Dude, out of all the golfers that have drinks, that's the one you decided to go with?
Arnold Palmer is the best drink.
Well, most of the other ones are alcoholic.
You could go with
what about Tiger Blood?
I don't know of that one.
Not a golfer.
It's Tiger Woods' drink. It's just the blood of a tiger.
Oh, is that what Charlie Sheen was drinking?
Yeah, he was drinking a soda from Tiger Woods.
That makes actually more sense. Shit. Arnold Palmer is a horrible drink too. I think that's lemonade
and iced tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I did not give Boo any shit for saying unsweetened tea because while I think tea is a gross water ruined by leaves, I can accept that people like it for whatever reason. But with correct me if I'm wrong, Arnold Palmer, that's lemonade and tea, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You are ruining a perfectly good lemonade with tea.
You get the best of both worlds.
Thank you, Miley Cyrus.
I actually think both drinks are garbage. I think lemonade's also a super overrated drink. I don't enjoy it at all.
It's not on my list anywhere, but I'd rather have a lemonade than an Arnold Palmer.
I would also rather have lemonade than an Arnold Palmer. But I think it absolutely... people act like that's another amazing drink, and I don't get it at all.
Have you had one? It's so good.
I think it sweetens up a garbage tea, and it cuts the garbage lemonade. I'll give you that. Like, as a mixed drink.
Have you had it from Chick-fil-A?
Oh my God. I'm sure I have. It's not hard to come by. Or is that a secret menu item on Chick-fil-A?
No, it's just on the app. You can just literally order it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I probably haven't, because why would I order 2 drinks I hate in one?
Because you hate awesomeness?
Yes, I type that into the app when I order. I don't go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A can fuck off. We have rallies. we have a Raising Cane's or a Rallies.
Okay, Raising Cane's can fuck off. Their chicken has gotten so small.
Have you measured it?
No, but from before COVID to now, like the pieces now are chicken nuggets compared to what it was pre-COVID.
I had Raising Cane's once, and I didn't get what the hubbub was about. I'm a Popeyes man through and through.
The sauce is pretty good.
Popeyes is better, but Popeyes is a different thing. That's Cajun chicken.
Okay.
That's a different genre of store. There's no competitors.
It's fried chicken. Give me a break.
With spices.
Okay, so you're basically saying all the other ones are bad chicken because they are bland.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Absolutely. I don't get the hype for at least Raising Cane's gives you a spicy sauce. Chick-fil-A is just chicken that tastes vaguely like pickled. I don't really get it.
You get a Chick-fil-A sauce, which is one of the greatest sauces on the planet.
Absolutely not. Oh my God. Okay, we'll do that another time. Sauce ranking is a great idea.
We have clearly tapped something with chicken as a topic, so we will get to it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so my number one favorite alcohol-free drink is a milkshake.
Give me
Boom.
a fucking break.
Just a
Why? 'Cause it's
generic
too good of a
milkshake.
pick?
You didn't say a flavor or anything.
Well, yeah, I'll go to a specific one if you want.
Yeah, your answers were very generic tonight.
Well, so like, okay, that's allowed.
On your list are both chocolate milk and milkshake, and you gave me shit for hot chocolate. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I did.
If you say your flavor, by the way, is a chocolate milkshake, I'm just gonna leave.
No, it's not. It's well, so we have a semi-local place here called Swenson's, and that is I like getting the half peanut butter, half hot chocolate, or hot fudge milkshake. Hot chocolate, that would have been bad. That's really good.
You hate hot chocolate, but you love a hot chocolate milkshake.
And then for a more national one.
Also, you say you hate hot or cold drinks. Your number 2 is coffee. Your number 1 was a milkshake. Those are like the two polar extremes of hot and cold.
Yeah. For coffee, I let it sit a long time before I take a sip, and I cut it with creamer to make it just mostly to cool it down.
Okay.
Milkshake, I will still drink it if it completely melts fully and just becomes whatever the remain of a milkshake
why
is.
are you getting a milkshake at that point? Just get
No,
chocolate milk.
I said I get it and I will eat it as a milkshake, but if I forget and leave it out, I will still chug the remains.
Forget and leave it out. It's one thing to be like, oh, I've been taking my time eating my meal, the milkshake's been sitting here, it's kind of melted a little bit. But you said forget about it, like you walked away for 3 hours and came back to a milkshake that's been sitting out and keep drinking it. That's what you just said.
That's correct, yeah.
Do you also prefer your ice cream melted? Like completely melted?
No, because the structural integrity becomes an issue. You can't really eat it that way. But I will absolutely cash an ice cream in a bowl that's fully melted, of course.
Now, I made a big, and this is changing the subject a little bit, I made a big to-do about how what I'm used to, what I grew up with, that's the thing I like with the Coke argument, right? But I will say, growing up...
We lost you, Pants Man.
Basically, like, soft-serve ice cream. And that's what I grew up on. And then, as, like, an adult, I went to this local ice cream place that made, like, real quality ice cream, like, real ice cream. Not a soft serve, and I was like, holy shit, what have I been wasting my time eating all these years? Like,
oh, interesting.
Custard's garbage.
Interesting.
So let me ask a daddy's question real quick for all the daddies out there.
Okay, I don't like that. Are you addressing just me this way? Because I don't feel comfortable with that.
I was just saying.
Your nickname, according to V, is Dad.
To all you daddies out there, but you're talking to just me. Absolutely.
I was addressing all the daddies. When would you be introducing like different drinks to your kid, like soda or pop or things like that?
The garbage drinks you don't introduce to your kid. That happens to them. At no point should you go, all right, Timmy, it's time to try this Coke. That should never happen. You should be forced into the situation.
I remember vividly getting my first soda, and my brothers, I was very young, we were at some like cookout, and my brothers did not like it at all because it was carbonated, and they just found that like carbonation very off-putting. I was in love. Like, we used to drink a lot of Kool-Aid growing up, because we were in a cult, and they loved Kool-Aid. And as soon as I discovered, it was actually before Coke. The one I liked the most back as a child was Sprite. I loved Sprite, or 7-Up. And once I discovered that, I never liked Kool-Aid again.
That's fair. Yeah. I haven't had Kool-Aid in a while.
But it's like,
by the way, I'm just gonna say that is one of my honorable mentions. The lemon lime sodas. So I like all of them. My favorite's actually Sierra Mist, but a 7-Up or a Sprite are good too.
Well, I fuck with a Sprite. I fuck with a Sprite remix as well. If you ever had that,
never have.
You have. You guys should try it. It's probably garbage now. It tasted vaguely like Skittle. It was great. Anyone else have any honorable mentions? Obviously, we've gone very long on this segment, but
my other would be cream soda.
That's a good pick. That's a great pick. Much better than most of your actual picks. I had seltzer as an honorable mention, and I now regret. I should have put root beer or cream soda as 4. I also had orange juice, which is just again like categorically incorrect. I just forgot other drinks that didn't have alcohol in them.
By the way, talking about root beer, my boyfriend, before he went back to where he's living now, I don't know why I felt like I had to hide where he's from and make it sound weird, but he and I went out, and he really wanted to go to Arby's. And I was like, I mean, I can fuck with Arby's, but, like, why Arby's? Like, that's such a specific and odd thing to be, like, really wanting. And the reason was he heard they had a root beer float, and he wanted to try it. So we got a garbage, just piece of shit, Arby's root beer float.
Wait, so he's never had a root beer float?
No.
Oh.
And if I had known that's the thing he wanted to try, I would have taken him to like a quality place that makes a real root beer float. But we went to Arby's instead. He was with it.
Well, yeah. If he's never had it,
if it's the only thing you know, yeah. If it's the only thing you know, yeah. You're like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Root beer float, another one would be a good pick, I think, for this category.
Definitely.
Love a root beer float. All right, we talked forever on this. Great. Good work, guys. You all did actually horrible, but you did follow the prompt, so well done. Let's see, what do we got time for? We're definitely wrapping up here. Boo, do you got time for your show, or do you want to push it the next episode?
Very, very short. It's pretty simple. It's a little weird, but it's probably my most creative TV show idea I've done on this show.
Okay, guys, hold your breath. This is going to be a weird pitch from Boo Radley.
Can you stay alive?
Yeah, I can.
So who remembers the song "In the Year 2525"? You know what song I'm talking about? By Zager and Evans?
Yeah.
0% knowledge of this.
So the whole point of the song is talking about the future. So first they go the year 2525, then it's 3535, then it's 4545, and so on and so on. So my idea of a show, it's four guys, okay? And you know what? I shouldn't say that. They're 4 people. It doesn't matter their gender. It really doesn't. And the first season takes place in the year 2525, and they're like, having sex with aliens and doing all that weird stuff. And then the next season takes place in the year 3535, and they're, doing whatever it is they'll do in the year 3535. And then every year is a different, the same people at the same age.
Again?
What are you talking? No, he's not saying that to you. What? What? Yeah.
It's like my hype man. So I was taking full advantage of it. And every season's these 4 guys that don't age, their new adventures in a new place that has a new time warp.
Why don't they age?
You don't find out to the series finale.
Okay, it's it's not like it's a world where no one ages, right?
Everyone else ages except for them.
What's the plot? You just follow people that don't age? Are they vampires? Is this just vampire stuff?
It's just like their daily adventures. Like every year, every time would be a little different.
You said every episode's a different, like, millennial or whatever?
Every season.
Oh, okay.
To be honest with you, when you started singing the song, I misunderstood you, and I thought you were talking about that Conan O'Brien bit in the year 2000. And I'd actually much prefer a show where it's set in some distant future, but it's technically the year 2000.
So that's my TV show idea of this week.
Okay.
It's really just, it's
fine. Not weirder than the Dan Quayle show.
No, it's just not much of an idea. That's like, it's a loose enough premise you could make it good, I guess.
First off, the Dan Quayle show wasn't weird. It's what America needs.
100% in for the Dan Quayle show. I'm not as sold on that. I think this so far is the worst one you've. It's got some potential because you could do funny stuff with the technology and stuff. There's just not a lot to the idea.
Can I give a spoiler alert?
One sec. Where is he, Vit?
Upstairs.
Oh, shit.
Upstairs.
Okay.
If you want to get me first, yeah.
Can I give a spoiler alert for one of the shows I'm going to do next week? Because I need people to prep for it a little bit.
Oh.
Is the spoiler going to be we've never heard of it?
No, there's going to be something I need people to do.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, obviously.
So, all of the audience out there, if you really want to understand my pitch for next week, go watch the movie Along Came Polly. You'll learn more about this next week.
Oh dear.
So this is just your long-winded plot to get us to watch this movie, because I still haven't seen it yet. It's high on my list of movies to watch.
Go watch the movie Along Came Polly.
I'm absolutely not going to do that. I got too much going on next week. Is that going to be a problem?
Starring Ben Stiller.
No, I know who it stars.
And the dead dude.
Okay. Now, Pants Man, you've already seen the movie, I believe.
Along Came Polly?
Yeah.
No.
Oh shit! So none of us got this.
Yeah, none of us.
I was gonna say I've never asked, but I'm 100% sure that Muscle V has not seen it.
Nope.
Okay, I mean, Pants Man, can you watch it? Because there's no chance I am, and I doubt Muscle V will.
No.
Yeah.
I can read the IMDb summary of it.
Good enough. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll get a Spark Notes. All right. Well, thanks, Boo. That was weird as hell. I really think you got to flesh that out more. It's not just not enough of an idea right now. But we are dead.
This is the first TV show that you haven't greenlit.
Yeah, I know. I've liked your idea so far. This was garbage with potential. But as I said, we are dead. It is time for us to move on with our night and get on out of here. So let's go ahead and sign off. Muscle V, what do you got?
Free is free. I don't know what the fuck you were talking about. Free is free.
Great. Boo, how about you?
Is it a win if you lose? Is it a loss if you win? Then where do the ducks fly when they go for spring?
Okay, stop drinking so much. Pants, what do you got? Pants Man, sorry.
He's gone and shiny shorts to stack, and I'm here to be the tiebreaker. Muscle V, you lose. A gift is not free.
Get the fuck out of here, shiny shorts.
I mean, I don't like him as a person, but when he speaks truth, he speaks truth. Well, for all of you that have hung in with us tonight and are listening in the future, greetings, future. Hopefully, there was no World War III, and we'll see you on the flip. We'll catch you next week. Thank you, guys. Cod Daddy's out.
Ah!